Three involves what have I learnt from the audience feedback for the review of my film. So upon conducting audience research, I asked two primary questions. The first was, what do you feel that was good about the film? So I asked them maybe what specific areas they particularly liked, did it fit the conventions, etc. And the second question is, I asked them maybe what I could do differently next time, and to sort of gather some feedback from directly from the audience that I was targeting. Now, to put in other words, the audience I was targeting were the ones that taught people that would watch a crime thriller. So having the opinions of the people who would actually be interested in wanting to watch that specific type of film in that genre was very helpful. So if I was going to do it next time, it'd allow me to maybe like add in what they would say, so it'd just be more appealing to fit that certain demographic. So upon conducting the research, I found that the majority of the audience that I targeted, they liked the use of the camera shots, so the sliding of camera shots, so like the panning shots, so they thought that was very conventional, which I thought was very good, as my research sort of helped back that up. So the research I conducted was in fact useful and allowed me to sort of mirror some of the aspects in actual crime thriller films. Also, because I targeted the trailer aspect, instead of doing a 5-minute short film, I went for the trailer. Now, this was quite hard, as I found, because you sort of also got to introduce the majority of the characters, if not all of them, in a short amount of time, usually about 1 minute 30 to 2 minutes 30. So doing that is quite hard, and I found out from one of the people that I was interviewing, they said that I managed to introduce all the characters in a short amount of time, which I thought was quite helpful, because I sort of didn't want to leave any characters untouched in a way, because it might not show a certain aspect of the story. Although it included very little characters, introducing both of them in the trailer sort of give you a good idea of maybe what they're like. So what's their mentality? Are they evil? Are they good or bad? Are they the total opposite? So doing this, I found that was useful as well, so the audience sort of backed my point up. Funnily enough, there was sort of some continuity between the answers, as most of them said you adding more dialogue, and although I found that I used less dialogue, as I just wanted to create a sense of mystery in the trailer, which is good, but isn't itself very conventional. So looking at the audience's feedback, they noticed this as well, so it allowed me to just think about maybe adding dialogue as well. And also one of the particular people I was interviewing, they said the use of a voiceover added over, so it's overlaid with what is happening in the actual scene. Instead of having sort of focusing on one person talking, it can sort of just tell some story over the background, which I thought was very good. Now, this is actually seen in one of my inspirations, American Hustle, and looking at this, I sort of missed this, and sort of we're looking at the more maybe intricate bits of detail, and sort of just missed that part from the inspiration. So maybe looking at all the aspects in my inspiration will allow me to further improve and add aspects which are very good, and will just help tidy it up a bit in terms of viewer pleasure.